Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Edmund Ironside and we've made it to Act 5, Scene 1, which means things are sort of winding down, but they're not quite wound down yet. We still have some things that we need to sort out and figure out here. So we had a bit of a war that happened, and mostly what happened was Edmund and Canutus were fighting, and then Edricus came in on Canutus's side and they were able to chase Edmund off. So it looks like Canutus basically won the war. And at the top of Act 5, Scene 1, well, at the bottom of Act 4, Scene 4, Edricus and Canutus are like, yay, we did this. And Edricus is like, I gotta go talk to Edmund before he gets suspicious because, I was supposed to be helping him. So he leaves to go do that. And the top of Act 5, Scene 1, we get to see Edmund being angry. We hadn't really gotten to see him being angry before, but he is livid with Edricus, calling him a traitor and a sycophant and all these things. But then Edricus and Stitch come in, and Edricus has a bandage wrapped around his hand to, make it look like he did a thing. Whatever, and he comes in and Edmund is like, you are a traitor. You are a vile, vile traitor. And in yesterday's monologue, Edricus was like, this is the payment that I get for everything that I did to you. This is how you treat your friends. This is how you treat all of your soldiers. And Edmund is like, I saw you run away. And Edricus is like, me? You saw me run away? He's like, yes, I saw you fly from the field. And Edricus says, thus forward friends are quitted with suspect. Thus envy blasts the well-deserving wight. Thus the unskillful blames the warrior. Thus detraction hinders virtuous course. Fled I, my lord? Canutus can report 'twas he should have fled had succor come. Fled I, my lords. Your eyes were witnesses how far my heart was free from dastard flight. But this it is to be a man-at-arms when his desert is recompensed with hate and resolution wronged with ignorance. For shame, my lords, spurn not against the truth, thirst not to drink the blood of innocents. So he's ramping up his anger, and he's ramping up this show of his that no, he was actually in the right, and he's trying to make it look to Edmund like he was fighting for Edmund. He's like, this is what I get. I sort of love the line, thus the unskillful blames the warrior. Edricus is casting himself as the warrior here and casting Edmund as completely unskilled. So he's trying to work that balance of power thing. And then he says to Edmund, you think that I fled? It was Canutus that should have fled. But then he opens it up to the whole floor, and he's like, all of you saw whether or not I ran away, but I guess this is what it is to be a soldier. Don't let him lie to you. And what's funny is the lords that are hanging around are like, yeah, I saw you run away too. I definitely saw you run away. And Edricus is like, I was running from Canutus, not to him, to try to help. That's what I was doing. That's what you saw me doing. They're like, yeah, no, we saw you running away. And you get the image of he's trying to make his case, but he's sort of getting attacked from all sides by all these other lords who are not buying into the gaslighting that he's trying to do right now. And he's like, if you would just let me talk, I can explain. And Edmund is like, okay, fine, I give you leave to speak. What do you have to say for yourself? And we will get to hear that in tomorrow's monologue. So I will see you then. Mwah.